Hi folks, it's John from lastchanceautoresto.com. I'd like to share with you an update. This is the 1928 Ford Model A Roadster. We've been sharing with you procedures that's been coming along with the restoration. We shared with you where we did the top gas tank and the upper cowl and short little firewall, where we performed the body work, and then we did the sanding and body smoothing and had it all painted the authentic color. And then we shared with you the lower portion, which is the lower firewall and the main section of floor that bolts to this part, which is the body, obviously. So all of that repair work has been completed and it's been painted. So now those two parts have been sent back to the customer, and they're going to be installing it on the chassis that they're doing the engine and transmission on. So now our focus is on the Roadster body. So in a teaser kind of video, we had this on the dolly where we unloaded off the customer's truck, and we didn't really look at it very closely. So now we can take a look at it. It's had some primer, some type of tough, I think it's a gray epoxy, and it was done, I'm guessing, probably 20 years ago. And it was really hard to tell in the video or in the photos the amount of body damage that there is. So basically what our step here is to sand off the body filler and the primer that they had on it when they put it into storage. And then we basically, you can see all of the, hopefully it comes up in the camera, these are very, very deep dents and really wavy on the side. And then you can see all across this back section. So it has the jump seat option in the back, and you can see there's, I think the camera can pick it up, there's lots of dents and stuff. So what our first step is to sand all of this, all the different coatings and fillers that are on the body. Then it exposes all of these dents, and what we want to do is we want to use a combination. It takes quite a bit of skill because we require to use hammer and dollying to get most of it. We're going to have to use some heat, and we also have to use, we have a pin puller that basically, it's a heat gun that heats the pins or melts the pins onto the metal, and we can use a slide hammer for the sections that are deeper. But we still need to use, it's mostly two guys, because you have to heat the metal up and then work it with a hammer and dolly, because what we want to do is have the least amount of body filler as possible. So what we've done is we've exposed a lot of the dents and we've focused on this back section, and then you can see we have this little strap, ratchet strap, pulling or holding this top section. And the reason for that, and we've done the repair already, in the earlier video we shared where there's, and it's very common in the Roadster, where this was split wide open. So from here, it was split down and came into this round belt line. This belt line is supposed to be the strongest part of this section, and it was split down there, and it was pulling apart. So basically there was tension, and the top part of that rail was pulling out. So we've brought it back to the original position it's supposed to be in, and then we welded both the outside and the inside, and then we ground it smooth and used our little polishing disc, because it's very important. So that's on our driver's side. If we come around, I don't know if there's enough room for a camera person, when we come around to the passenger side, same idea. Where this one hole was, this was gone and split wide open, and then we've it was from here and it came all the way down. So we've welded that, so obviously you can see it's solid, and then we grind it and polish it smooth. So now that we have it squared the way it should be, then our next step is going to be working on all of these dents. So we're going to be doing a lot of hammer and dolly work to fix all of these, majority of these dents. And then we have a couple of panels. They do a really nice reproduction panel, believe it or not, on these Model A Roadsters. And the Roadster has a little bit different style. So this one has this rib that goes all the way across, and it meets at the door, where most reproductions, depending on the different years of Model A, this rib would fade out and stop, where in this particular year of Roadster, this groove goes all the way across. And being the Roadster with the jump seat, it's a longer quarter panel, so this piece is substantially longer or bigger than your normal Model A. So it's a nice reproduction. The thickness of the metal is the correct thickness. and you can, I think the camera can pick it up. So it's the right thickness, and what we have here, you can see there's so much corrosion. There's nothing holding this back part of the quarter panel to the body, and then we have numerous holes that you can visually see here. And then if we bring the camera up on this driver's side to the inside here, I'll move this ribbon out of the way, and you can see all the way across where it's all corroded and pulling away. There's still some tabs there, so we'll have our reference mark. We'll make some measurements. We'll make sure we have in the correct location. And then we have the same replacement panel for the passenger side, which we'll share with you next. So we have same kind of idea. You can see through the top. It's really common. Just the design of this. Moisture pools here in the bottom. So you can see the bracket's kind of in the way here, but all the way across it's rotted through. So we have that replacement panel. And then our seat section, and this is a very nice reproduction. It's the exact same ribbing and stamping, which I really like as Ford. So it's the raised portions, it has the circle cut out, and it has the nice rib. And then you can see it's the depressed section on this side. So it's an excellent reproduction, and the thickness is correct. And that, it's had the original seat riser, and it's riveted in, it was riveted in. We removed the rivets, so the surround that basically comes, you can see these are the rail that it comes across where the rivets are attached for the front seat riser. That's kind of a U shape. And there's a whole bunch of pinholes which you can't really pick up through the camera. I should have had my flashlight to shine it through the bottom. So this is an original floor in this Roadster. So what we're going to do is we're going to drill out those factory rivets that hold that seat in, and then once we clean all that up, then we'll install the new floor pan. So quite a bit of work, quite a bit of progress on this this Ford Roadster, and then once we get a little bit more progress on here, we'll share with you another update. So this is the Ford Roadster, and I thank you for watching. I'm John from lastchanceautoresto.com.